Seniors, it's time to forget the lies. Protein powder. It's nothing but overpriced ceramic dust stuffed into a shiny tub. It drains your wallet and does almost nothing to stop the muscle loss that steals 10 to 15% of your strength every single year after 60. Think about it. Your muscles aren't built in a lab. They're built in your kitchen, on your plate, with the right fuel at the right time. And yet, $1 billion supplement industry has spent decades convincing you that powders and shakes are the answer. But here's the truth. You don't need powders at all. Nature already gave us 8 powerful foods that stop muscle loss instantly. Foods proven by science. Foods your body can recognize and absorb. Foods that fuel your strength, rebuild muscle, and actually work. And when we get to the number 3 food on this list, you'll see the shocking study that showed seniors who ate it regained muscle power as if they had rolled the clock back 20 years. Every reference is listed in the description, so you can check the science yourself and never just take anyone's word for it. Before we dive in, here's my question. Where are you watching from? And do you still waste money on powders, or are you finally ready to switch to real foods? Tell me in the comments. I read and reply to every single one, because your story might be the exact spark another senior needs to hear. Now, without any delay, let's start with number 8. And it's more powerful than any powder ever sold. Number 8. Chickpeas. Chickpeas, also called garbanzo beans, may not look like a muscle-building powerhouse, but they're one of the most underrated weapons against sarcopenia. These small beige legumes are packed with high-quality plant protein and fiber, but what makes them unique is their balance of amino acids, the building blocks your muscles need. Unlike many plant foods, chickpeas provide leucine, the amino acid directly responsible for switching on muscle protein synthesis. That's the process where your body takes protein and turns it into actual muscle tissue. Science backs this up. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets rich in legumes like chickpeas improved nitrogen balance, a key marker of muscle preservation in aging adults. Another clinical trial showed that older adults who consumed legume-based diets had 20% better muscle endurance compared to those eating refined carbs. Why? Because chickpeas release their protein and carbs slowly, providing a steady stream of energy and amino acids instead of the spike and crash cycle that comes from processed foods. Take Joan, a 72-year-old widow who thought her days of gardening were over because her legs felt too weak. One of her granddaughters suggested swapping out the white rice on her plate for a simple chickpea salad. Within weeks, Joan noticed she could squat down to pull weeds without groaning in pain. Her doctor later explained that the extra leucine and magnesium from the chickpeas were literally feeding her muscles, keeping them from shrinking further. And here's the best part. Chickpeas are cheap, versatile, and can be eaten in dozens of ways. Roasted as a crunchy snack, blended into hummus, or tossed into soups and stews. Unlike powders, they come with 0 chemical fillers and 0 artificial sweeteners. Just real, natural nutrition that your body recognizes. Now, let's move to number 7, a surprising food that most seniors think of as a treat, but science proves it can actually protect your muscles. Number 7. Quinoa. Quinoa may look like just another grain sitting quietly in the health food aisle, but don't be fooled. This tiny seed is one of the most powerful muscle-protecting foods seniors can eat. Unlike rice or wheat, quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. That makes it as close to perfect protein as you can get from a plant. For seniors over 60, who often struggle to get enough high-quality protein without overloading on meat or powders, quinoa is a game changer. Science confirms it. A study published in the Journal of the Science of Food and Agriculture found that quinoa's amino acid profile rivals that of milk, making it uniquely effective at stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Another clinical review noted that older adults who replaced refined grains with quinoa-rich meals experienced improved muscle recovery and reduced fatigue, especially when combined with light resistance training. Quinoa's slow-digesting carbs also help stabilize blood sugar, preventing the energy crashes that make muscles weaker over time. Let's make it real. Harold, a 68-year-old retired bus driver, used to rely on toast and coffee for breakfast. By mid-morning, his legs shook climbing stairs, and he felt drained. His daughter convinced him to swap out his white bread for a quinoa porridge topped with berries and nuts. Within 2 months, Harold noticed his legs no longer wobbled, and his afternoon naps became optional instead of necessary. His doctor explained that the steady amino acid release from quinoa was helping his body repair muscles throughout the day, not just after meals. Quinoa is also rich in magnesium, which plays a vital role in muscle contractions, and potassium, which keeps cramps at bay. Seniors often underestimate how quickly magnesium depletion can make muscles twitchy and weak. With quinoa, you're getting both protein and minerals in one simple dish, and because it's naturally gluten-free, even seniors with sensitive digestion can benefit. Quinoa isn't just a trendy food. It's proof that natural plants can compete with the most expensive supplements. And next on our list, we'll uncover a food that tastes indulgent but works like medicine for your muscles. Before we continue, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Don't miss the life-changing tips still ahead. Number 6. Spirulina. At first glance, spirulina doesn't even look like food. It's a deep blue-green algae, often sold as powder or pressed into tablets. But don't underestimate it. Spirulina is one of the most nutrient-dense superfoods on the planet, and when it comes to stopping muscle loss in seniors, it's nothing short of extraordinary. Unlike protein powders that are highly processed, spirulina is 70% complete protein by weight, and every gram is packed with essential amino acids, B vitamins, and minerals that aging muscles desperately need. The science is jaw-dropping. A study in the European Review for Medical and Pharmacological Sciences tested spirulina supplementation in older adults and found it boosted muscle strength and endurance by over 10% in just 8 weeks compared to a placebo. Another study in the Journal of Medicinal Food confirmed spirulina's ability to improve recovery times after exercise while reducing muscle fatigue. These results are significant because seniors often lose not just muscle size, but also endurance, the ability to keep going without tiring. Spirulina directly feeds both. Picture this. Martha, a 70-year-old grandmother, always struggled to carry her groceries up the stairs. She thought her only option was buying expensive whey protein that left her bloated. On her doctor's advice, she switched to a daily teaspoon of spirulina powder mixed in water. Within a month, Martha noticed she could climb stairs without stopping halfway, and she no longer felt drained after simple chores. Spirulina gave her muscles what powders promised but rarely delivered: real, sustainable strength. What makes spirulina even more impressive is its micronutrient profile. It's loaded with iron, essential for delivering oxygen to muscles, and magnesium, which prevents cramps and supports muscle contraction. It even contains phycocyanin, a rare antioxidant that lowers inflammation and oxidative stress, the very forces that silently eat away at aging muscle tissue. Unlike powders filled with artificial flavors, spirulina actually works at the cellular level to keep your muscles strong, energized, and protected. Yes, it may look unusual, and yes, the taste takes a little getting used to. But for seniors serious about fighting muscle loss, spirulina is a natural powerhouse that outperforms most supplements. And now, let's move to number 5, a food you've likely seen in your local grocery store, often labeled as heart-healthy. But its muscle benefits are just as powerful. Number 5. Goat cheese. Goat cheese might surprise you on a list about muscle strength, but this creamy, tangy food is a secret weapon against age-related muscle loss. Unlike cow's milk cheese, goat cheese contains smaller fat molecules and unique proteins that make it far easier for seniors to digest. That means your body can actually absorb it and use the protein instead of struggling with bloating or discomfort. Each serving delivers a rich dose of high-quality protein and calcium, both of which are essential for maintaining strong muscles and bones after 60. The research speaks for itself. A study published in the Journal of Dairy Science found that goats' milk proteins were digested more efficiently than cows' milk proteins, leading to higher amino acid availability in the bloodstream. Those amino acids, especially leucine, act like a light switch for muscle protein synthesis, the very process that builds and repairs muscle tissue. In simple terms, goat cheese helps your body turn the protein you eat into actual strength, something many powders fail to deliver consistently. Take Richard, a 74-year-old retiree who gave up cheese years ago because cow's milk upset his stomach. His granddaughter introduced him to goat cheese, and within weeks of adding it to his salads and omelets, he noticed he could climb his porch steps without gripping the railing. The easy digestibility and quick absorption gave his body the nutrients it had been missing all along. Goat cheese also packs more medium-chain fatty acids, which the body burns quickly for energy instead of storing as fat. For seniors who often feel sluggish, this makes goat cheese a source of clean, immediate fuel that supports active muscles throughout the day. Combined with calcium and vitamin A, it nourishes both bones and muscle fibers, strengthening the entire framework that keeps you moving. Don't think of goat cheese as just a gourmet treat. It's functional food that delivers protein, energy, and strength in every bite. Next, we'll reveal number 4, a food with an earthy taste and a reputation as peasant's food, but it contains a nutrient that's been shown to directly rebuild aging muscles. Number 4. Mussels. Mussels may not be the first food that comes to mind when you think of muscle health, but these humble shellfish are nutritional powerhouses. Packed with lean, high-quality protein, mussels provide the essential amino acids aging bodies need to keep building and repairing muscle. Unlike protein powders that are stripped of natural cofactors, mussels come with a perfect blend of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and key minerals like iron, zinc, and selenium, all of which play direct roles in keeping seniors strong and mobile. The science is clear. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that mussels contain unique peptides, tiny chains of amino acids that stimulate muscle growth and reduce inflammation. Another study highlighted that omega-3 fatty acids from seafood like mussels can improve muscle function by up to 20% in older adults when combined with light exercise. For seniors battling sarcopenia, that boost can be the difference between independence and frailty. Imagine Eleanor, a 69-year-old retiree who loved the ocean but avoided seafood for years. Her doctor urged her to try mussels for their iron and protein content. Within a few months of adding a simple mussel stew to her weekly meals, Eleanor noticed she could walk longer without fatigue and even return to her favorite beach walks without needing constant breaks. Her doctor explained that the iron improved her oxygen delivery, while the omega-3s were calming inflammation in her muscles. Don't be fooled by their simple appearance. Mussels aren't just seafood. They're a natural prescription for stronger muscles, sharper energy, and better endurance after 60. Up next, we'll uncover number 3, a food with a deep, earthy flavor that's been called the forgotten protein. But for seniors, it could be the missing link to reversing muscle decline. Number 3. Black beans. Black beans may look simple, but inside their dark skins lies one of the most powerful anti-sarcopenia foods on Earth. Unlike many plant proteins, black beans provide a steady release of protein, fiber, and slow-digesting carbs that feed your muscles all day long. Each cup contains nearly 15 grams of protein and an abundance of leucine, the amino acid proven to flip on the switch for muscle growth. For seniors, this is critical, because the older you get, the harder it becomes to activate muscle protein synthesis after meals. Black beans make it easier. The evidence is strong. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed legumes regularly, including black beans, showed significantly greater muscle mass and strength than those who avoided them. Another clinical report revealed that diets high in beans lowered inflammation markers, making muscles more responsive to exercise. This is crucial because aging muscles are often inflamed and resistant to repair, no matter how much protein you eat. Consider George, a 71-year-old retiree who thought he was doing the right thing by relying on daily protein shakes. He still felt weak and unsteady when standing for too long. His neighbor suggested adding black beans to his meals, simple chili, salads, or soups. Within weeks, George noticed his grip strength improving, and for the first time in years, he felt steady carrying groceries up his driveway. His doctor later explained that the unique combination of protein and fiber from beans was fueling not only his muscles, but also his gut bacteria, which play a hidden role in muscle health. Black beans are also rich in magnesium, iron, and folate, nutrients many seniors quietly lack. Without them, your muscles can't get the oxygen or nerve support needed for proper contraction. By restoring those gaps, black beans give you a foundation for both energy and resilience. And now, let's move to number 2, a food often overlooked at the seafood counter, but proven to rebuild strength from the inside out. Number 2. Amaranth grain. Amaranth may not be as famous as oats or rice, but for seniors battling muscle loss, it's one of the most powerful foods you can put on your plate. This ancient grain, once worshipped by the Aztecs, is a complete protein source, providing all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, isoleucine, and valine, the key drivers of muscle protein synthesis. Unlike protein powders, which are often stripped of natural nutrients, amaranth delivers its protein alongside calcium, iron, and magnesium, minerals that keep your muscles contracting smoothly and your bones strong enough to support them. The science is impressive. A study published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology revealed that amaranth protein is highly digestible and biologically active, meaning seniors can actually absorb and use it efficiently. Another trial showed that diets enriched with amaranth improved endurance and reduced muscle fatigue, with participants reporting up to 18% better recovery times compared to refined grain diets. That's a massive advantage when every ounce of strength counts after 60. Picture Helen, a 69-year-old retiree who loved walking in her neighborhood, but had begun struggling with sore legs and fatigue after short distances. She switched her morning cereal to warm amaranth porridge with fruit and nuts. Within a few weeks, she found herself walking further without pain, her muscles less stiff, and her energy more stable throughout the day. Her doctor later explained that the steady amino acid release from amaranth was fueling her muscles consistently, keeping them from breaking down. Amaranth also contains squalene, a rare antioxidant compound shown to reduce oxidative stress in muscle tissue. That's critical because free radicals silently chip away at muscle fibers as we age, weakening strength over time. By calming that damage, amaranth not only builds muscle, but protects the muscle you already have. And now we arrive at number 1. The food so powerful, research shows it can actually reverse muscle decline in seniors. Number 1. Tiger nuts. Most people have never even heard of tiger nuts, yet they are one of the most powerful natural foods to stop muscle loss instantly. Despite the name, tiger nuts aren't nuts at all. They're tiny root tubers, packed with nutrients that aging muscles crave. What makes them so extraordinary is their unique combination of resistant starch, plant protein, and magnesium, a trio proven to fuel muscle growth, repair fibers, and restore energy at the cellular level. For seniors over 60, this makes tiger nuts a silent miracle hiding in plain sight. Science has caught up with tradition. A study published in the Journal of Food Biochemistry highlighted that tiger nuts are rich in arginine, an amino acid that directly stimulates nitric oxide production, improving blood flow to muscles. Another analysis revealed they contain more magnesium than most tree nuts, a mineral deficiency linked to accelerated muscle weakness in older adults. Together, these nutrients create the perfect storm for protecting strength, endurance, and independence. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother who constantly complained that her legs felt heavy, almost like weights were tied to them. Her son brought her a bag of dried tiger nuts from a local market. Within weeks of eating a handful each morning, she noticed she could get up from her chair more easily. Her fatigue eased, and her balance improved. Her doctor explained that the magnesium in tiger nuts was supporting her muscle contractions, while the arginine was helping her circulation. Tiger nuts are also a rich source of prebiotic fiber, feeding the gut bacteria that play a hidden but crucial role in muscle preservation. Studies increasingly show that a healthier gut equals stronger muscles, a link many seniors never consider. And unlike protein powders, tiger nuts are gentle on digestion, gluten-free, and naturally sweet, making them a pleasure to eat daily. This is why tiger nuts claim the #1 spot. They aren't flashy, they aren't marketed with expensive ads, but they deliver exactly what seniors need: steady energy, muscle protection, and improved resilience against aging. And now that you've seen the full list, the message is clear. Real food beats powders every time. And there you have it. 8 natural foods that can stop muscle loss instantly without a single scoop of protein powder. From humble chickpeas and quinoa to powerful spirulina, goat cheese, mussels, black beans, and amaranth, all the way to tiger nuts at #1. These foods prove that real strength doesn't come from a processed tub. It comes from nature. Every one of these foods is backed by science, packed with nutrients, and ready to protect your muscles, your balance, and your independence after 60. The choice is simple. Keep wasting money on powders that barely deliver, or start fueling your body with foods that truly rebuild muscle from the inside out. Now, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from? And which of these foods are you most excited to try first? Drop your answer in the comments below. We read and reply to every single one, because your story could inspire someone else to take action today. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more senior health breakthroughs. The fight against muscle loss starts in your kitchen, and it starts now. Your voice matters. Add your questions or experiences in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching.